Shalom, shalom, Yeshua. Like you. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahwahshi, Bahashem, Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching 100% truth. Wa Brakatham to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the 1/3. May peace and blessings be into your households. And this quick lesson, we're just going to get into, a small account with the disciples asking Yahweh, why did he speak in parables? All right, why didn't the Lord just say it straightforward? All right, instead he spoke in parables. All right, we're going to start with the Matthew chapter 13 and verse 10. It says, "And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables?" All right, and parables is a dark saying. Let's see what it says in the blue letter. See what it has to say. Parabole, Strong's G 3850. Parabole, and I say, says what? Metaphor, a comparison of one thing with another, likeness, similitude. An example by which a doctrine or precept is illustrated. What else? A parable, an earthly story with a heavenly meaning. What else to say? A pithy and instructive saying involving some likeness or comparison and having perspective of admonitory force. Alright, so you're comparing something figuratively to, it's like really is like a metaphor. Alright, and if I'm not mistaken, I swear I used to say it's a dark saying, if I'm not mistaken, but they might have changed that. I haven't looked in this word in a minute. Alright, it says, a proverb, a metaphor. So, yeah. And if you don't know what a metaphor is, it's when you compare two things without using like or as. Alright? So, yeah. It says, why speak of them into parables? Alright? Them dark sayings. It's using metaphors. Alright? What it say? It says, he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. All right, it's only the only ones that's going to get it. Like the only ones that's going to get it is going to be the elect, all right, of the nation of Israel. All right, them are the only ones that's going to be able to get this wisdom and knowledge and understand it. All right, not only get it, but endure into the end, because there's people that had it and yet they're back in the world. All right. But yeah, they're going to be the ones that get it and endure into the end. All right. They're going to be the ones that's going to be able to understand these dark sayings. All right. Through, and when I say understand, I don't mean they're going to be able to just read it and just get it. No, they learn from teachers. All right. They're going to learn from teachers. All right. That's an example of you being able to get it. If someone breaks it down to you like baby food and you're able to understand that, then guess what, man? You're able to receive these parables. All right. As far as other people, man, you can break it down to them and they will never get it. They're always trying to find something that they have a demon on them, a deep demon or something, But let me see. I'm gonna jump down to verse 13. It says, "Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand." All right, so they're not. In other words, man, these people, they're just not going to get it. All right, the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, as well as the heathens, all right, they're not going to get it. That's what it's not, because it's not for them to get. That's why. I have to say it in verse 11, because it's given unto you to know the mysteries. All right, it was only given to the elect to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. Right? But it's not given unto everybody. That's what makes this truth so valuable, because it can't be given unto everybody. Or anybody can't just get faith. Anybody can't just get wisdom and knowledge and understanding of this truth. Not anybody can just get that. It has to be given unto you. Right? It has been given unto you for you to be able to understand the breakdowns. These dark sayings, the parables, right? Because he don't always speak in parabolic form all the time in the scriptures. Sometimes it's just straightforward like that. Like, for example, I like to use the dietary laws a lot because that's the most common one. If scriptures tell you don't eat pork, don't eat pork. It literally, actually, in the scriptures in Leviticus, it actually gives the example of the pig, how it's unclean, and it says what it divides. Even though it divides the hoof, it chooses not to cut. So it's like it even gives you an example of like to not eat the pig, and that's actually straightforward. That's not no parabolic point like, oh, the pig might be other philosophies. No, it's the actual food, pig. The actual animal, pig. So don't eat that, because sometimes it's speaking straightforward and others is not. All right, but it has to be given unto you for you to understand that. All right. But I'm gonna go ahead and get Romans chapter 11 and verse 7. It says, what then? Israel hath not attained which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. All right, so the rest of the nation Israel, meaning the 2/3, they're going to be blinded. All right, they're not going to be able to get it. All right, let me see. Verse 8. I'm reading verse 8. It says, according as it is written, the Most High hath given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, until this day. All right, so it shows that it's the Lord that's keeping them from getting it. All right, as well as it's the Lord that allows you to get it. So if you tell, when we go on the highways and byways and we preach and we and people just don't get it, all right, we understand that because we got to remember that Yahwahshi was rejected. All right, Yahwahshi was rejected here. All right, and when him being rejected here, guess what? That means many people didn't believe. So what you think is going to happen now? All right, many people are not going to believe, but that's expected though. All right, we're not surprised to hear that. We're expecting it. We're surprised if someone does believe and come into the truth, come into the fold. All right. Ultimately, it's called law, Yahwahshi, but we're ultimately surprised if someone actually comes in the fold. But yeah, man, the Lord spoke in parables just so the elect can get it. That's it. All right, that's the only reason why he spoke in parables. He didn't speak in parables just because he just wanted to and just did it for fun, but he did it because he like I said in the Matthew 13:11, man. The mystery is kingdom is given unto you to know the mystery of the kingdom of heaven. All right, meaning it's given unto you. All right, it has to be given unto you from who? Yahwahshi, the understanding of it. All right, you being able to accept and understand what the apostles and the elders and brothers and GMS is saying to you is showing that hey, the mysteries has been given unto you. Right? Because these are mysteries. I thought not everybody in the world know these mysteries, man. Your average Jake don't know nothing about this. All right. Matter of fact, speaking of Matthew 13, I probably could go back to it. Matthew 13, verse 14, it says, and in them fulfill the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see and shall not perceive. All right, what these dark sayings. All right, the only people that's not going to receive, not going to be able to hear, and this is just talking about spiritually. All right, we ain't talking about physically. Okay, you're literally just not going to be able to hear and not be able to see, because the average Jake will probably think that like, oh, you're not going to be able to actually see and actually hear. And there is people like that. Don't get me wrong. But even then, you got elect among them. There's deaf people that there's people that's deaf, but they can do sign language, as well as someone that can't see. You got Braille. This really honestly there's no excuses. You got brothers that can do it all, right? teaching sign language. Some brothers are teaching Spanish, French, German. You know, it's really, Lord really makes it to where there's no excuses. All right. But all right, verse 15. I was looking for this. 15, it says, "For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them." All right, so, you know, in other words, they're gonna these people, these 2/3, they're gonna continue to be in that dead state unless at any time Yahwahshi Shah opens their ears, opens their eyes to see. All right, spiritually meaning. In other words, being able to understand these parables. All right, because you know, Scripture says, "He that wanderer after congregation is in the congregation of the dead," roughly paraphrasing. You know, so right now, you not right now. It's like for people that doesn't have this wisdom and knowledge, understanding right now, they're in the congregation of the dead. Right, but once you get this wisdom and knowledge and understanding, man, it brings you to life. Right, you're able to understand things and see the world for what it is, instead of living in other words, you just like you coming out of the matrix, man. You woke up in the matrix and you realize you're in the matrix. You know, verse 16, it says, "But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear." All right, so you know, hey, we are blessed to be able to receive this wisdom and knowledge and understanding. All right, and not be offended at this word. All right, we are blessed to be in this position because the Lord didn't have to give it to us. He could have treated us like every other person that don't got it right now. All right, and just be numbered to destruction. All right, so yeah, man, that's why the Lord spoke in parables, man. He spoke in parables for the elect to be able to understand this truth. All right, because if he spoke straightforward, then everybody would be able to get it. And knowing Esau, him being the devil, he gonna try to mix it up. They already tried to burn the books back then. Right? They already tried to burn the books. What Maccabees? Then it's time the Maccabees try to do away with these scriptures already. And that's with him not saying it straightforward. Right? That's with all the parables and stuff, parables in this book. Right? Imagine if it was just straightforward, man. Everybody would get it. I don't know. It'll be very different though. But hey, it's a reason for everything, man. Lord only wanted a remnant of the nation of Israel to understand this. All right. Is there any more? No, that's about it. You know. But yeah, you know. Anyways, man. Lord willing, y'all was edified. This is why the Lord spoke into parables. It's just for the elect, the remnant of the nation of Israel, to understand these words, right? These dark sayings, these metaphors, all right? Anyways, Lord willing, y'all was edified. I'm gonna end it off by saying, "Call Allah Yahweh Bahashim Yahwahshi Bahashim Rachakodash." Forgive me, Spirit, to do this quick lesson. Until next time, I say, Shalom, Yasharallah.